Since 1999, Cage of Death has been Combat Zone Wrestling's biggest show of the year. Held every year for 21 years consecutively, Cage of Death is a proud tradition of the Northeast independent wrestling scene, with each event featuring a steel cage death match in the main event, the likes that you won't see anywhere else. In recent years, Cage of Death has become a hardcore proving ground for professional wrestlers. Names such as AR Fox, Masada, Joey Janela, Joe Gacy, Mance Warner, and Swerve Strickland have all tested themselves inside the cage. CZW has not held a Cage of Death event since 2019, but that would change in 2024, December 21st, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, at ACX1 Studios. Cage of Death 22 would resume the ultra-violent tradition.
Jared, how does it feel to be at Cage of Death 22, the first Cage of Death since 2019?
Scary? Can I say that? Can I say it's a little scary to see some people that are straight up trying to kill each other? Here's the thing. I am a professional athlete, okay? The Jared Diaz brand stands for what? Professional athletes. So all of these backyarders and psychos who are in there with light tubes and glass and all that nonsense trying to kill each other, I want nothing to do with that. And it's not about being tough, it's about being professional. I want nothing to do with that scary nonsense.
So, are you interested in what happens in the Cage of Death tonight?
I'm interested in seeing them afterwards because their bodies will be in shambles, and it's gonna make great television for sure. People are gonna love it. People are gonna be tuning in all over IWTV, and that's awesome. That's really cool. But what I'm interested in is climbing the ladder here at CZW. So all I'm gonna see is a whole bunch of bodies that will not be in my way.
It's the first Cage of Death since 2019. How does it feel to be here, sir?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to be in the number one contenders match for the returning Wired title. You know, a lot of big names held that belt throughout history, and Prue Allen's name next to it will be really exciting.
And you brought a shark.
And I brought my shark. I couldn't come down to the beach without my shark. And our matching Hawaiian shirts. You know, you gotta put them in the Hawaiian shirts. You know, I debuted at the Young Lions Cup for Chikara, so almost 5 years to the date. So doing that and being my 5-year anniversary is pretty cool for me.
No, it is pretty cool. It's pretty surreal. The fact that it's one at ACX1 Studios in Atlantic City, where there's so much wrestling history. WrestleMania was held here in Atlantic City. So the fact that this guy grew up coming to Atlantic City, coming to this very building, so it's very, cool and nostalgic for him. But the fact that it's Cage of Death, we haven't had one since before COVID. It's back in a big way with Mickey Knuckles and Judge Joe Dredd. They have a lot of, history going on there. The return of Nick Gage. Yeah. Coming back home, so that's pretty awesome. And then the first step to the returning Wired title, which is the Scramble Gauntlet match that we'll be in.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very fun night, very, very good night.
Atlantic City, are you ready to tinkle some bells? Prince White's a great man. Others are greater women. And unlike his mother, Prince White can't take two men at once. Let's get him, Judy.
How does Cage of Death feel having me? That's the real question. Yes, this is a big day for CZW, but this, like I said, it's the greatest day ever. It is the whitest day ever. It's the white man's day. I don't care about how big it is. I make it big. No one else does.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
How does it feel to be here tonight?
Words can't describe it. I'm just gonna put it simple. I'm excited that the company's biggest show of the year is back. After a 5-year absence, I am excited that Nick Gage is back, Larry Legend's back, Deathmatch Wrestling coming back to CZW's back, and I can't wait to be a part of it. So
yeah, there was a moment there where they were kind of leaning away from Deathmatch Wrestling. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's because of where the company was headed. Like, just not you gotta look at it because of like the whole like in 2019, every company decided like to not against it because when you had like another big company pop up out nowhere suddenly, then it's like, okay, we gotta get away from that. Everybody getting signed. We lost half our roster, and basically during the pandemic, all of us kind of just took the step and like just like, hey, this is our home. We're not gonna let it die. We were trained under Joe Gacy. Any of like the former stars like John Silver's, everything from AEW to WWE, we were all trained under them. So it's in good hands with the students and whatnot, and we're trying to pass that knowledge down and everything for like guys coming in. And then like during pandemic, it's like, well, what the heck are we supposed to do without boring matches? You gotta bring back deathmatch wrestling again, because then every other company in the world decided to do it. And ironically, how many deathmatch companies have popped up since pandemic too? Just a little food for thought.
But this is the original. This is the best.
We are the original. We are the OG. We are the #1 deathmatch company in the world today. Just screw off with your opinions. Like, oh, we're the biggest deathmatch company. Fuck you. We're still the original deathmatch company in the world, the #1 deathmatch company in the world. And if you have anything to say about that, I am right here, ready and waiting, my friend.
The most violent.
The most
intense.
fucking violent. And oh wait, when we came back and everything, we were the talk of the town for like 72 hours. Tournament of Death, talk of the town. Cage of fucking Death, the talk of the town. So what does that say?
CZW is where you need to be.
Yeah, apparently. So what the fuck are you doing? If you want to make a name for yourself, come to CZW, but I'm gonna be at the door waiting for you, motherfucker, with a light tube in hand. Simple as that.
I feel like it's time to get rid of all the old has-beens that competed in this before. We're in a new era now, and this new era starts with my glorious champion, Aaron Ash.
You know, it means a lot. I started my journey in CZW. I'm almost 8 years deep, and I'm World Heavyweight Champion. Now, the moment means a lot, but as far as these other people, fuck them.
What brings you to Cage of Death tonight, Kenta?
I'm so happy. I'm so glad to be this historic event. So yeah, definitely I want to become a new CZW World Heavyweight Champion tonight. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, you've had such a long career, such an illustrious career, over 25 years, pushing that. Is there anything left to do? I guess it's get the CZW World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah. I don't want people forget about I'm the winner of Best of the Best this year. So I deserve to become new CZW World Champion.
So, is this your first Cage of Death? It's your first Cage of Death. There hasn't been a Cage of Death in a long time.
We main evented the first ever Cage of Death. Thank you very much. So, no, this is not our first Cage of Death.
Yeah.
Ridiculous question. Read a book.
Yeah.
I did look into it, and I didn't remember you being at the first Cage of Death.
Okay.
I saw it. It was very bad video footage.
Okay.
Tonight, I think they've upgraded the cameras.
What are you
just for
trying
you.
to say? Are you trying to say that?
And that's because of us. That's because of Milk Chocolate. By the way, let's take a second to think about how all of this is because of what Milk Chocolate has been doing for the past 3 years of CZW. We took this company from complete shit. And now we run Atlantic City. It's all because of us. It's not because of deathmatch wrestling. It's not because of the Cage of Death. It's because of the most succulent tag team in pro wrestling, Milk Chocolate.
Are you pretty excited to be at Cage of Death 22, the first Cage of Death since 2019?
Is that here right now?
That's what's happening.
That's us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's very exciting. Yes. You excited to be here as well?
I'm absolutely thrilled to be here for this historic event.
This is your first Cage of Death?
It is my first Cage of Death.
Nice. Apparently they're going to have a cage. But I don't know if I want to use the hatchet or the big ass bone club. I kind of like to use fucking both. Maybe set one on fire. But we'll see how it goes.
Make sure you go subscribe to the CZW YouTube page as well. Who knows, maybe a certain individual from Parts Unknown will be on there. You can watch Cage of Death 22. I haven't watched it because I was there live, but I do intend to watch this. And you should too, because CZW is popping off, Kellen.
Hell yeah.
It is absolutely primed to do amazing things in 2025. And I think I'm already set to come back with them in February too.
Oh, sick. They already gave you a date to come back?
Yeah, they've got their next show February 22nd, same place. If you're here in the tri-state area, if you're here in New Jersey, come check it out. It is incredible. It's a great show. It's better than some of the AEW shows I've been to, and you know I don't want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how much of an AEW guy I am. And I just got to say, like, it, and some AEW, I love AEW live experiences, but sometimes I'm at like a random collision or something and there's not much going on and I'm a little bored. Not the case with CZW, okay? CZW is nonstop and it's so cool to see these guys before they break.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all like new talent in there, people that are on the cusp. Like, I really feel that about the roster that they have right now, is that they're really on the cusp, and it's a really exciting time to check them out because they're really hungry, they're super talented, and they're extremely entertaining and very innovative. Nick Gage is going to be at the next show wrestling. He made an appearance at Cage of Death 22. And you're going to see him in the end credits of this video with a special shout out to the Gravediggers. So make sure you stay tuned for that. MDK for life. I mean, I'm just a fan. It's awesome. You know what I like about him is that they don't give a fuck. CZW is the least fuck-given wrestling organization that has ever been. And maybe that's why it's such a perfect kind of place for me to do stuff with. Like, out of any of the places, like even AEW. Because I can't help it, man. I curse and stuff. And I don't care sometimes.
Right.
And that's kind of their whole vibe, and I dig it. I really got along well with everybody there. I didn't run into one person that had a bad attitude or was an unpleasant individual. Everyone was like just super into what they were doing. The energy at CZW, it's going to lead to something big. So check it out now. Links are down below. Keep digging.
You're looking at the heavyweight headhunter, Aaron Ash. You want to find me on social media? Google me. I'm not here to plug anything. I'm just here to let you look at me. Because I'm great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got somebody to punch in the face. You have a good one.
Hey, Gravediggers. This is Pro Wrestling's Bastard, the future godfather of ultraviolence, Nico Gray. And you are watching Parts Unknown. Oh, and Gravediggers, keep digging those graves because I'll send you body bag after body bag after body bag after fucking body bag.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you right now is the most succulent tag team in professional wrestling history. Brandon Watts and Randy Summers, Milk Chocolate.
And you are watching Parts Unknown from Mr. Heartgrave. Oh, fuck. Shit. My bad. Mr. Heartgrave from Parts Unknown. I'm sorry, Brandon. You could do this all day, though.
That's okay. Shit, don't. Oh, no.
You should keep these tapes.
Interview and then you go fuck up my intro.
It was an unfortunate event that happened, but thankfully it's pre-recorded and this footage will never get seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you right now is the most succulent tag team in professional wrestling history. Brandon Watts and Randy Summers, Milk Chocolate.
And you are watching Mr. Heartgrave from Parts Unknown.
Thank you for watching Mr. Heartgrave from Parts Unknown.
From Parts Unknown, Mr. Heartgrave, that bastard you're watching tonight, go and explain.
Hey, I'm Dr. Adapted. I just got done with my goddamn Combat Zone debut. And you're watching Mr. Heartgrave from Parts Unknown. Motherfucker!
Thank you all for watching Mr. Heartgrave from Parts Unknown.
It's MPK, Mr. Heartgrave, all motherfucking dead. Parts Unknown, motherfuckers. You fuck with them, you fuck with me. You fuck with me, I send someone with a ski mask to your house with a weapon in their motherfucking hand. Leave them alone.